Night everyone, welcome to Stint 6 of the WES 24 hours of Spa-Francorchamps, and we're just in time to see Randy Moore of the 68 GTSV getting ready for his second stint, I believe. And then we'll just see who else is in the lobby. Let's hope the switch went well, no penalties. There we go, another 2 hours of lovely Spa-Francorchamps at night. GTSV with quite the gap right now. Randy flashing the lights, knowing he's the only one we can spectate right now, with the lead of about 3 minutes, I think, on P2. But let's see, while Randy warms up, who else we have in here. We have ERA Lucas, or Lucas I should say. I think that is the ERA car. I think that's the number 44. Yes, currently on P2, and then on P3 we have another ERA car, the one of King Ears, which should be the number 22. No, the 33. Apologies. Then on P4 at the moment we have the second GTSV car, the number 69, with Kevin at the wheel, or at the controller, I still think. Kevin, good evening. I don't think he's man enough yet to pick up his new Fanatec wheel, but still using the controller. Good luck, buddy. On P5 we have Ruler in the fast lane 21 car. Then we have the Noller car with Urquattro at the wheel on P6 at the moment. Then on P7 we have the Nordlichter Porsche, and I think that's the 205 or the 206, I can't really see. The 205. And P7 at the moment. Then P8 we have the other ERA car, and that's the number 22. In P9 we have the number 24 Audi, which is the Team Silverhawk Racing. Mr. Johnny Waffle in P10 with the number 30, which is the MRL or Medway Racing League. And then we have Chris M or Knetter Base with the number 12 fast lane. The other Porsche of Nordlichter in P12, and then we have new Bears or new 249 Bears with the GERC car, or the Goodwin E-Racing Club, the only one with the AMG. Let's see how Randy is doing. Already finished his outlap, starting his first kind of flying lap. And we see King Ears also leaving the pit lane. It's a dry session for now. Previous session was quite wet, the first wet session I think we have had. Lucas also leaving the pits, so the two ERA cars still quite close together, which is good for them to keep their focus up, and who knows, maybe gain on P1. We're going a bit deep. Lucas still needs to warm up a little bit. Do love the livery of those ERA cars. Of course it's dark so you can't see shit, but you know, they're all lovely cars on this grid. Randy Moore opens up with a 212.4. How is the wind? 3.7 meters in a decent direction. Myself, I prefer it if we have it head on or in our sights, but that's just me. Flying through a rouge. Still doing their out laps. Don't quite know what the gap was to Kevin. I think it was a lap or almost a lap. Not sure. Let me just get the YouTube. Hey Gilles, good job, buddy. I've been sweating myself as well earlier. It's a tough car, tough track, but still one of or the best track in the world. Kevin getting ready for his out lap. Well, we hear P2 going through a rouge, so he has a lap down on P2. P3 is gonna pass him as well. There goes Kevin, still with the controller. But he got a new wheel like a week ago, so yeah, it needs some getting used to. Our little Kevin finally becoming a man, finally getting a wheel. But the guy has pace on controller, so don't underestimate him. Let's see what their first flying laps are going to be of the two ERA boys, while we see Ruler getting out of the pits, also a controller boy. Flash those lights, Ruler. Good luck. The first fast lane car has been around that top 5 for the whole race, I believe. Sometimes P6, sometimes P7, but very clearly in the top 5 right now, about 45 seconds from Kevin. So they're still in the mix for maybe a P4. You never know what happens to those top 3. It's still a long race, we're about halfway now, so a lot can still happen. I would see Randy Moore coming in the background. A P11.8, the last lap. Still warming up. Let's see, King Ears with a 212.4. Lucas about doing the same, 212.3. Dark Monkey also joining the party. First Porsche on track. About a minute behind Ruler. All you can do is just look ahead, try to close that gap. You have something to chase. Already getting a blue flag. I don't know. That is from Lucas. So they were kind of spread out, but P2 and P3 still very tight together. 13 seconds now. So King Ears. What was that gap at the start? Wasn't it like 9 seconds? Maybe a little mistake from Lucas, not sure. Let's see the delta here. Nope, doing purple, so I must be wrong. P7 Your Quattro. Also on track now, doing his outlap. Good evening, Duette. Mr. David. 1 minute behind Dark Monkey. So on a big island. Can just settle into his pace. Let's see, 2:11.9 for Lucas. 2:12.0 for King Ears. And Randy with a 12.3, so kind of the same pace. While Kevin does a fastest lap right now, 2:11.7. The American Scorpio Paymay also on track, right behind Lucas, straight into dirty air. Also 1 minute behind P7, so quite big gaps here in the midfield. But like I said, a lot can still happen. P9 until P30 still in the pits, so I guess that should also be a gap of about a minute. Let's see what the delta is from Randy. Alright, improving. Check something. Just want to see if the replay works. Alright, it does. Perfect. Perfect. See, 2:13 from King, so a small mistake somewhere. And a new fastest lap for Lucas, 2:11.6. I think those lap times should just be coming down while we get deeper into this race. Let's see, P9 still standing still. Just want to see. The keyboard works. That's a good thing. Let's see what Randy's lap time is going to be right now. A new fastest lap. 400ths of a second faster than Lucas. So top 3 is pretty good. Pretty matched on pace. Lucas chasing Dark Monkey. Purple sector. I think I saw someone with a penalty. Not sure who that was. Well, Baxter is finally out of the pits. .13 minutes behind the leader. And I can't quite see the gap to P8. Knatterbase also leaving the pits, getting ready for his stint. 48 seconds behind Baxter. So come on, Chris. Lucas posting a new purple lap time. Almost in the slipstream from Dark Monkey. What is Randy going to put on the board? 2:12.3. Still getting warmed up. Ooh, and a penalty for King Ears. If I'm guessing, probably Eau Rouge. I mean, that's where I got all my penalties. No rain? Let's see. I don't think so. It's pretty clear skies, I thought. But we'll see. It looks cloudy all of a sudden. Oh! 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 Oh yeah, there's rain. There's rain coming, boys and girls. It's gonna be quite a short splash, but it's still gonna hit. But will it be enough to go to Inters? I think so. It was... Let me check again real quick. It was purple in the middle. And then it was a little bit all kinds of colors after it. Why does this take so long? Come on. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Yellow, red, purple. Yeah. I think Inters at least will be necessary. And it won't be long until it's here, I think. We'll see. It can only spice things up. Well, Kevin does a new fastest lap, a 2:11.1, not bad. Ruler already coming in, no damage, or is he already taking the Inters? Or wets? I should think so, no damage, soft still good. Tank half of fuel. And the rain's coming down. The rain is coming down. Randy's still going. The little indicator on the bottom left. Already halfway until Inters, but the drivers have a better view of the clouds than us. Already going a bit deep there. And Ruler going for Inters. Will Inters be enough? Hey, go dude, good evening. And it's officially Inter according to the indicator. King Ears also making the call, going for Inters. And his teammate following him into the pits. Dark Monkey as well. Scorpio Paymay as well. Kevin. Oh, Randy has to be careful here. Oh, he's going off. Ooh, yeah. Traction control on 5. Oh, he's gonna lose some time here. It's very dangerous. Yeah, now you have to stay awake, David. It's raining. I think this is going to wets as well. Look at the indicator on the bottom left. It's going very fast. Let's see what King Ears. Intermediates. Intermediates. Kevin still exiting. Ruler also picked intermediates. Dark Monkey intermediates. Your Quattro also struggling on the softs right now. Randy has made it to the pits. Almost. Yeah, he milked it. Good job, buddy. And I should... Wets or inters? The ERA boys choosing for inters. Kevin as well. Let's see how... Oh, Quattro is off. Let's see if we can still watch what happens. Yeah, softs on a wet track. He's just gonna slide off. Right here. Nice 360, but in the sand. Right, but no damage, that's the main thing. Just get home safe. See how the others are doing. Also intermediates. Already on intermediates. It's Johnny Waffle on P11. Matze also intermediates. Noobers with a lot of damage. I hope I can still catch that. No, it already happened. On softs, probably had a big whack somewhere. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Also a penalty to top it off. 1.5 seconds. Also in the outlap. Oh, that's painful. That's painful. Randy chose the inters. Looks like the rain has already stopped as well. So yeah, it's inters, no wets. Oh, we do have a little battle for P2 now going on between teammates. So yeah, just a quick splash of rain. Oh. Quattro exiting the pit. A small moment for Lucas there. On top of a Rouge. Oh shit. Press the button too early. Code Brown. Code Brown. But we're still alive, that's the main thing. King Ears has a penalty. So if Lucas can stay right with him, P2 will be his in a minute's time. We also have a battle right here. Yeah, Scorpio May alongside Quattro on the way to Poon and makes the move stick. Nice one. Scorpio is enters probably a little bit or a little harder than the ones from Quattro. So he takes P7. That makes the race all of a sudden way more interesting. A little bit of rain. But can he drive away now as well? 8/10 between the two. Let's see. With the penalty, Lucas probably going to take the position here. ERA boys can fight on. We're going a bit wide. I don't know if that's a penalty. It was close. He gets away with it. Scorpio managing to drive away from Quattro. And the rain is coming down again. Some parts of the track wetter than other parts. It's getting busy here. Good save, good save. Another code brown on top of a Rouge, while the ERA boys fight it out. We have front row seats right here. Half second for Paymay. Well, I'll take the half second over that any day. Looks like Quattro made a little mistake. All of a sudden he's 3 seconds back. Yeah, I think he had also a code brown on top of a Rouge. Well, Lucas is struggling a little bit in the wet conditions. Here there's no rain. The rain stopped again, that's why. Just managing to break away from his teammate. So here it's pretty dry. Well, not dry, but almost. I think on the start-finish straight it's a bit more wet. Good evening, Dylan. Come on, ruler, let's look at the ruler. Here it's almost dry conditions already. Let's see here. It's going down quickly, so I'll think within 5 laps people could be going to soft spec already. Back to softs. Of course, stay away from those curves when you're on softs. Well, Scorpio seems to already be taking the gamble. No damage. Looks like he'll already be going to the softs, so I'll go back to him in a minute. So P2 ERA King Ears slightly edging away from his teammate while Lucas is sliding over a Rouge. Kevin in P4. Close to the ERA boys, but he still has to unlap them first. But you can unlap them if you can drive away from them as well. Ruler in P5, a minute ahead and a minute behind. Doing a good job. Dark Monkey in P6. First non-Audi. Your Quattro right behind with a lap down. So we do have some interesting battles on track at the moment. Paymay out on track on the softs, traction control on. It's soft conditions again, but you have to stay on that dry line, of course. Curbs will kill you. And anywhere else but the dry line will kill you as well. So yeah, you can make up some time that way. Baxter in P9. 55 seconds ahead of Chris or Knatter. Looking for the wet patches to keep those inters in optimal temperature. Mr. Johnny Waffle on P11. Matza on P12. And Bloopers on P13 with the EMG. Going a bit wide in Pouan. still close together. Well, we see Lucas having a moment, going too deep after the camel. Brake too late. Again having a little moment. Yeah, but the Audis. Not Lucas's lap. He's sliding in every corner. I don't know who's behind. Is that Quattro? Not sure who's behind him. It's Kevin, ready to unlap himself. Just had to close my window because my door is having its own life. Let's see if Kevin can unlap himself here. Looks to be having a little bit of more pace. Lucas struggling this lap. Oh, Kevin braking way later, going to the inside, and good move. Come on, Kevin. Can Lucas come back? It's a long camel straight here. Lucas choosing the wet patches instead of the slipstream. And those inters are heating up real quick on a dry line. Meanwhile, King Ears opening the gap to his teammate and Kevin. Yeah, it won't be long until they're all going back to the softs. Like I said, everywhere but the dry line is just pure dead. And if you have this on the softs, yeah, it's gonna be tough. It looks like they're pretty close here. Ruler just got overtook by Randy. So let's go back to Kevin, managing to break away a little bit from Lucas. I think Lucas is just waiting to put on those softs again. Looks like Gran Turismo still didn't fix the issue from the refuel message in the middle of the screen. It's only been there for a year. Who cares? Well, if it was up to me, I would like some more rain, but let's see real quick if there's anything else coming. Good evening, Tom. Looks like that was it for now. Alright. Smokey. Looks like Lucas is closing the gap a little bit. Whoa. He does not like that corner, but trust me, I don't like it either. It was 5 seconds, the gap to King Ears, and now it's 4.6. So, finding back his pace a little bit, Lucas. We do have a clear dry line now, so I'm just waiting. Nope. Hey Cesaru, good evening. No, I have nightmares of that corner. I remember passing you all those years ago and then just going off there. All that hard work for nothing. Let's see, they're quite close together here. It's Ruler and then Mr. Johnny Waffle. Yeah, but who cares about the overtake if 3 corners up the road you just bin it into the wall. Yeah, no, that's good racing. Both with a penalty. Mr. Johnny Waffle looks to be having a little bit more pace than Ruler at the moment. 2:18s. The last lap 2:83 to 19.8. While Kevin, I didn't think I would say this, but Kevin has the biggest balls at the moment, choosing the dry tires before anyone else. Yep, softs, be careful on that pit exit. While we do have a yellow flag. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who are you? Oh, come on. Who was that? I can see who it is, but... I think it was Mr. Scorpio. Yeah, same Cesaru, same. He already has damage on the rear, and oh, there was already a yellow flag. Damn it. Yep, did almost lose it. Oh, and he's off now. Aye, aye, Scorpio. Did I jinx him? Yeah, softs, wet line, ka-chow. But not in the good way. Oh. Not extra damage at least, but oh. Yeah, sucks. Go on, Scorpio. You can do this. Well, we do see Randy Moore also going to the softs, while the 2 ERA boys also come into the pits. Massive gap in that fuel. One of the ERA cars always chooses to do a 3-stop instead of a 2-stop. Let's see, has Kevin Bin did already? No, staying on the dry line, while everyone getting to the pits now. El Quattro also getting some softs. Scorpio doing his best to stay on the dry line this time. It's tricky. In the dark, one touch of a curb or a wet line and you're just flying through space. With a penalty, still on the inters. Yeah, me neither, Cesaru. I hate it. I hate it. Definitely on GT7. ice. Even with inters, you're skating. Ruler also making the change to softs. See the big gap now, 13 seconds. Lucas had to pick up a lot more fuel than his teammate. So a big gap now, 13 seconds. And where's Kevin? Still right in front. Oh no, he overtook King Ears as well. He unlapped himself. So he finally has a gap in front of him. That should be coming down to 2 minutes 46. So he's on the right track, unlapped himself. And now has his countryman Chris in front of him. Let's see. Well, Dupers is letting Ruler by. Still on the inters. Which is just trying to go to the softs, my friend. Those inters aren't gonna be fun in a lapse time. Mats on P12, switch to the softs. And people can finally get back into their rhythms. No more rain at the moment. Mr. Johnny Wolf right behind your Quattro. P8, also on softs. Let's see how Baxter is doing. P9, he has damage at the front. Probably happened a while ago. Yeah. 16 seconds on Chris, so it does give an opportunity for Chris to close that gap. But Chris also has damage at the front. Well, you can keep going with the damage, but you are gonna lose some top speeds on the straights. Something to keep an eye on, both with damage, but can Chris close that gap? Quattro on P8, 35 seconds behind Paymay, who is serving a penalty. Ooh, who was that? Chris, what are you doing? Going round. Did he touch a curb or a wet line? He did there, and yeah. Well, he already had damage there, so that's good. No extra damage. And a nice pirouette. And let's forget all about that, huh? Be careful with those curves, my friend. And let's see, Monkey was still on the inters. Also damage at the front. And finally getting back those softs. Ruler a minute in front and a minute behind. Can just do his own thing. No pressure. Kevin risking his life taking those curbs. As you can see, a 1 minute 57 gap to Lucas, so he is closing that quite quickly actually. So yeah, who knows? Well, I don't see him closing a 2 minute gap in one stint, but you never know. Kinnear is 3 minutes and 27 seconds behind Randy Moore. Rouge is deadly though in these conditions. Who's in the pits? Mr. Johnny Waffle. He had damage at the front, I believe, so probably fixing that, denting it out. Nuber's also coming in for his softs. Let's see. Lucas is either in some traffic, right behind Chris. Chris still with the damage, yeah. Letting Lucas through, cutting the corner in the progress, I think. We could get away with it. Let's see, I see two cars pretty close with each other. Oh, let's see. So Kevin now 1 minute 51. Closer to Lucas, so that's 6 seconds. Let's see, last lap 2:16.0 for Lucas. And Kevin doing 2:14, 2:13. If Kevin can manage to keep up this pace, they'll get a lot closer. Not sure if he'll be able to overtake him this stint, but it will make things exciting for that final podium spot. They're driving pretty close to each other right here. Baxter in P9, 29 seconds in front of Chris. Good evening, Paul. Right behind. Finally getting a hang of those softs again. The whole track drying up. Doing solid 2:16, 2:15, so Kevin at the moment is the quickest car on track. $14.2, 2:14.6, and Lucas 2:20, 2:16. Let's see what his lap is right now. Should be a bit better, 2:15.1. So yeah, about a second gain for Kevin. Oh, someone's going round. Baxter, what did you do, my friend? On top of Eau Rouge, doing a little pirouette. Yeah, that curb is dead. Now he has damage at the front and at the rear. That sucks. That allows Chris to get a lot closer. Only 11 seconds now, it was 26, 23. All the better for us if these guys get closer together. It looks like Baxter lost a little bit of more time. He had a blue flag. She followed very correctly. And with the damage as well, I think he will be coming in. Chris getting very close now, but has to serve the penalty. Let's see, Baxter. I think he will be coming into the pits with that damage. Nope, keeps on going. Has Lucas right behind him. Does the blue flag really well. Beautiful. And Randy fighting his pace again. 2:39 last lap. 2:15.0 for King Ears. Pretty consistent. 15.4, 49, 15.0. That's all they need to keep that P2. 15 seconds on his teammate now, who's also improving again. 2:14.0 and 2:13.5 for Kevin. He's not gaining as much as a few laps ago, but it's still a long race. Then we have minute 29 to Ruler, who's still on his quite a big island. A minute 29 in front, and then a minute 43 to Dark Monkey. The first Porsche or non-Audi. And then we have a minute 40 to Scorpio, who has damage at the rear. But still doing some good lap times, the two previous laps. Lap 16 was 2:20, so he probably had the damage from there. And 47 seconds to Quattro. Yeah, I thought I heard that, the Porsche. I hate to drive it, but it does sound good. Evening Kilbere. Come on, Porsche, do it again. Oh. Baxter at P9, 4 seconds in front of Chris, continuing with the damage. Chris also has damage, but not as much as Baxter, so maybe this lap or next lap he'll be right with him. 3.5 seconds. And 1 minute 25 to P11, Mr. Johnny Waffle. Mats on P12, the other Porsche. Oh yeah, you heard it again, the turbo. On P13, Noobers, the only MG. That sounds good as well. Everyone finding their pace again now with the rain gone. 2:12.5 for Randy. Let's see what the King Ears does. 12.7. They're quite matched on pace. still, or just a big gap between them. And Lucas also doing the same pace, 12.8 now. Previous lap. Exactly, the Audi, bleh. Not only the sounds, everything. Everything. The car wants to kill you every corner. 1 minute 46 to Kevin, so that gap stabilized a little bit. Lucas responding to 11.7 for Kevin last lap, so yeah, still a second gained. But if Kevin keeps this up, his teammate will be happy to be a little bit closer next stint, but unless Lucas makes a mistake, I don't see it becoming a battle this stint yet. But we'll see. It's only stint 6 of 12. Let's see how it is with Baxter and Chris. Right on time. Chris within a second, within half a second of Baxter. Will he be able to make the move at the bus stop maybe, or maybe before Blanchimont? No, not yet. Chris going for it on the outside of Blanchimont, but Baxter lets it happen. Chris going wide in the process. Watch out for a penalty there. And David just go into the bed, but keep watching the stream. And Chris does get the penalty. Baxter coming back at him. It's a drag race to turn 1, but Chris has a little less damage, so he'll have a little bit more top speed. But Baxter still with him. We'll have the slipstream up here on the Camel and up on Eau Rouge. Oh, that's wide. Oh no, he saves it. 8/10. I think that's a bit too big of a gap. Yeah, Chris still extending it because of the damage. And Chris up to P9. If I remember correctly, the Fastlane 12 car was P last in the first stint or in the second stint, and now coming back up to P9, so whole team doing a good job of getting back into the mix. Let's see, the gap to P8 now is almost 4 minutes, so there's a big gap, but as I've probably said now 2,000 times, it's still a long race. Never know. Let's see what's Randy doing. 11.5. So we are getting back into those dry race lap times. 11.5. King here's 12.2. Still 15 seconds to Lucas. 12.7. Kevin still a big gap to fill. And I hear the Mercedes right behind him. A good sounding car, a car that doesn't want to kill you. And that's a penalty for Scorpio. No? Yeah, of course it is. I've taken that penalty like 10 times in my stint 2 hours ago. When it goes deep. Looks quite understeery, the Audi. The 22 of Race Asylum. But yeah, that's all setup related, of course. See, we have two guys pretty close together here. Who is that? Of course I can't find him. Of course. Mats is getting a blue flag for Randy. But who are to my front? Baxter and Chris, of course. Baxter managing to stay with him, regardless of the damage. Chris did have a penalty last lap. But this is the closest battle we have at the moment. 8 tenths, 7 tenths between them. Let me just drink some water. Yeah, it's water. I'm not Philip. And my mom won't let me. But Chris getting away now a little bit, 1.2. And Baxter always going to lose out a little bit on the straights with that damage. But keeps going. Does post his best lap time of the race, 16.6. Yeah, where is MMN? Where is he? Telling everyone he will go through the night, but now he's just sleeping probably. Weak little Felipe. Randy enjoying a little bit of dirty air of Dark Monkey. He's going a little wide, and there you go. Let's see, Lucas closing the gap a little bit on his teammate. Gained about a second. It's all stabilizing a little bit. Well, Kevin is feeling his tires a little bit already, I suppose. 212.3. Ruler still on his island. Fast lane 21. Monkey let Randy through. Randy now serving his penalty. Let's hope, or let's see if it is going to be awkward here. No. Dark Monkey letting go of the gas. Yeah, Fastlane doing a good job. Good comeback from the 12 car, and the 21 car has always been around the top 5 as far as I know. Oh, the turbo of the Porsche. Let's see how is Scorpio doing. tires have looked better. Almost out of fuel, but I think he'll still do about 3 laps, maybe 4. And your Quattro P8. Well, Chris M is in the pits. New tires, more fuel, and finally no more damage. Watch those lines. I didn't know you could cut that inside from the pit lane exit. Huh. Well, now I know. Mr. Johnny Waffle, P11, put in his best lap time of the race. Previous lap. Slightly slide on Eau Rouge, always fun. And gets a penalty, of course. 32 seconds to Chris in front. But Mr. Johnny still has to make a pit stop in about 30 laps or so. Mats on P12. Enjoying the sound of his Porsche on his island. How far is he behind P at 11? Yeah, about 3.5 minutes. Yeah, keep doing what you do. We're all driving beautifully. And then the AMG of Nubers on P13. 1 minute 40 behind Matze. Yeah, 2:19 in lap 27. Ah, missed it. All of a sudden the gap up to 21 seconds to his teammate, and Kevin has gained about 9-8 seconds. But thankfully no damage or anything for Lucas. Kevin still being quite consistent, doing a good job. 12-0, 11-8, 12-3, 12-1, 11-7. Kevin is on a mission. Still has the fastest lap of the session as well, 11-1. But I think after the next pit stops, maybe someone will get into the 210s, maybe Randy or one of the ERA cars, or Kevin. Well, Randy Moore just got past Baxter, and then I hear the beautiful Porsche again of Dark Monkey. Do we have cars anywhere close to each other? Let's see how Knetter or Chris came in on a small island, 30 seconds in front and behind. And he finds his groove again, 12-7. No, not anymore, Kilbear. He had damage a few laps ago, but he went to the pits. Damage free at the moment. Gaining on Baxter probably. who still is driving around with the damage. They were right with each other, and now Chris 34 seconds. Well, Ruler just cutting to him on the right time, going a little bit deep. Wrong button. Ruler is right in front of Knetter. The two fast lane cars together. With the Ruler on older tires, so Knetter will probably try to unlap himself here. Or maybe some team communication. Yeah, Ruler lets him go. Good teamwork. Both on controller, I believe. I could never. Let's see where they are close to each other. Rock Monkey still behind Randy, while Paymay comes in, finally fixing that damage on the rear. Yeah, fixing the damage. 78% of fuel and new soft tires. Still P3. Kevin gaining a little bit lap by lap. Let's see. Here's Ruler. They are close together right here. It's King Ears lapping Mr. Johnny Waffle. Nicely out of the way. Nice one. I think Knetter right behind P8 with a penalty. But going much quicker because they are on old tires. He could have unlapped himself without the penalty here. The penalty will set him back a little bit. Oh, look, he's way faster with those new tires, of course. Not yet. But still right on his bumper. Going to the inside. Quattro lets him go. Fresh tires versus old. Or Ruler enjoying the chance. Going for a bit of a scent. Also trying to get the position. Of course, yeah, it was blue flags, but I didn't think Quattro was expecting him. They're so fast. Ooh. Yeah, Quattro not happy with that. Ruler did came a long way, but yeah, not up to me to discuss it. Anyway, what's Randy doing? Randy is killing his tires, almost dead. Fuel almost gone. Yeah, probably 3 more laps or so, and then his final stint for now. King is still in P2, 21 seconds in front of Lucas. 2:33.2 for Lucas. Kevin doing 2:12s. So gaining bit by bit. Those tires are dying as well, so we'll see a flurry of pit stops in a moment. Ruler P5, Truck Monkey in P6, still on his island. We have Paymay, who has chosen for the mediums. That's a first, for me anyway. Mediums just to get to the end of the race, I think. 53, yeah. It's a long way on softs, but on mediums it would probably work. Just trying not to pit again. Let's hope he stays damage free. P8 we have your Quattro. Can still go on a while. P9 Baxter still driving around with the damage. He's being fairly consistent. Small mistakes here and there, but yeah, with the damage. Let's see his top speed, 260, 65, 66. Yeah, that's at least 20 kilometers an hour slower than without damage. P10, Chris, who has gained 20 seconds already on Baxter, came into the pits and now only 16 seconds behind, while Baxter still has to pit, but I think Knetter will have to pit again as well, so the race is still on between those two for P9. Baxter choosing to continue with the damage, saving that pit stop for later, and Chris choosing the other way, pitting earlier, getting some fast laps on the board, without a penalty though, but yeah, he has one now. And P11 we have Mr. Johnny Waffle. Will be coming into the pits as well in a few laps, while we see P1 Randy Moore coming in for his final stop, and Mats on P12, who has Chris right behind him. He's driving right behind Scorpio on the mediums, but Mats is on quite used softs, so I think that pace will be pretty even. And then Newber's on P13 still. You're doing great, guys, keep on going. And we still have that beautiful AMG on track. Already finished his final stop, so 17 laps still on these softs now. Yeah, perfect. Getting right into traffic, right behind Ruler, while Kevin comes in as well. No more fuel, no more tires. Trying for a little undercut on Lucas, who will be coming in this lap as well, or maybe next lap. His teammate King Ears coming in. Keeps on going for another lap. They're really close to each other right here. Mats, Ruler, Randy Moore. So Randy Moore will probably want to clear them as soon as possible. With his new tires, put some fast laps on the board. Okay. Only 51 laps. I hope the drivers know. Oh, come on, Philippe. I thought you were going to bring us some entertainment. Let's see. King Ears came in later on. I'm just curious about the gap with Kevin, who bit the lap earlier, but not sure it will have that big of an impact. Ruler is getting closer though. Yeah, Ruler still has to pit. Okay, but the drivers have to end their stint on lap 51 instead of lap 54. So people may be choosing for a little shorter stint. Now we're having quite big gaps now. And Lucas, oh my bad, Lucas did still have to pit. He's coming in now, so we'll see if Kevin gained anything with those 2 laps he now has done on the softs, on the new softs. Let's see if Kevin can go for a quick lap here. Let's watch his first sector. He's close, he's close. Fastest lap of the race at the moment is from Yorikaza, I believe, at 2:10.38 or 39. The wind is in a good position to help get that lap time, but below 2:10 isn't easy. We're coming into the pits, getting rid of those almost dead softs. Let's see what's happening further on the grid. Dark Monkey still P6. Scorpio Paymay P7, 16 seconds ahead of P8. So that's, if you look at all the gaps, that's a pretty small gap still. P7 still to play for. We have Baxter P9 and Chris closed that gap to 4 seconds. 4.4, 4.3. Does have a penalty. Chris likes collecting penalties, I see. But he's getting very close with a pit stop extra. Baxter's still driving around with the damage. Now even getting blue flags for Scorpio. Let's continue down the grid and then get back to this, because I think Baxter will come in this lap. Johnny Waffle on P11 will come in soon as well. And Matza on P12 with the second Porsche. And 1 minute 20 seconds behind him is Nubers with the AMG. quite consistent lap times until the last lap where it was a second slower. Let's see. Chris took the penalty. Is now right behind Baxter. Baxter still going. No pit stops yet. Does have the fuel, but those tires aren't going to be cooperative while he gets a penalty on a Rouge, and Chris gets another one as well. While he does make the move already. Baxter letting him go. Let's take another. Yeah, he got Rouge pretty hard. And look him gain on the straight. Look at that. No damage versus damage. Nothing Baxter can do. With a tap. Yeah, nothing. It's on hold. So Chris getting back the position from Baxter. After pitting early, but they will still both have to make a pit stop, I believe. Kevin has improved his fastest lap 11.0 and 11.2 right behind it, so pretty consistent. Looks like this sector is close again. Dark Monkey pitting on P6. Let's see what's Randy Moore doing. Is he on a purple lap or not? Will he be beaten by Kevin on the fastest lap? It's looking good. It's looking like a good one. Oh, 11.7. Also an 11.7 for King Ears. 12.0 for Lucas. We still have to see the gap to Kevin. Let's see a second sector time here. He is in traffic though. A little bit of dirty air from Johnny Waffle. Still close to his best lap. Well, Johnny Waffle lets him go now. Slidey slide through Blanchimont. We see Johnny Waffle coming into the pits. Can Kevin improve? No, 11.3. No 10s yet in this stint, probably because of the rain. And he is 1 minute 27 behind Lucas. So yeah, he gained a bit again, but still a quite a big gap, which will need multiple stints to close, I think. Let's see, do we have some close gaps anywhere? Scorpio here on P7, who is behind him? It's Mr. Chris. So Baxter came into the pits, finally got rid of that damage. Has 51 seconds to Chris. And because we know now people have to come in or finish their stint on lap 51 instead of lap 54. Baxter can go to the end, I suppose. Yeah, 18 laps. 18, 19 laps. But Chris still has to come in. So this is still... And Chris keeps collecting penalties. I hope we have a trophy for the team with the most penalties, because Fastlane will be winning it. All because of Chris. He loves those penalties. Scorpio in front of him, also with one. Let's see, 1 minute 24 between Lucas and Kevin. Lucas at 2:14 last lap. I'm sure he can do better. Get under that 2:12. A bit deep in the bus stop. It's still looking good. We'll be at 2:11 here. Yeah, 2:11.9. Good one. Randy still going strong. Consistent high 11s now, just controlling his pace. 2:11.6. Now a gap of 3 minutes and 31 seconds to P2. And let's look a little bit further to Ruler. Still on his island. The fast lane 21 car just clinging to P5, 2 minutes in front and a minute and a half to P6 behind them. Doing a great job. Dark Monkey also on an island in P6. Scorpio in P7, a minute in front of P8. Still has Chris right behind him, who has another penalty. Your Quattro on P8 of Noller Racing. Just put in his best lap of the race, 2:14.3. Well, we see Chris in P9 serving his penalty. Seconds now in front of Baxter. Baxter finding his pace again to 13.1. Finally got rid of that damage. I think he drove about 15 laps or more with it. And doing very good. Still in the hunt for that P9 of Chris. Johnny Waffle P11. And Matze on P12 with a second Noordlichter Porsche. his best lap of the race so far. New softs, warmed up. Yes, 2:15. Good one. And Nuber's on P13. He is closing that gap to Madsen. It was 1 minute 20, now it's 1 minute 12. Also fresh tires, warmed up softs, and ready to finish the race, I would think. Another 211.6, very consistent. Clearly in his zone. Starting the stint, we will only have 50 racing laps because we will be 20 minutes late now. So be sure to tell it to your teammates who are driving that they come into the pits on lap 51. Not 54. King is extending the gap. Pace of P10. Baxter with a half a second penalty. Closing the gap a little bit to Chris. Right behind Kevin. Doing a pace of 2:14.3, 2:12.7, 2:13.1. Still getting used to driving without damage. Let's see Chris letting Dark Monkey past. Yeah, probably in 3 laps time we'll be coming into the pits. I'll keep an eye on it so we can jump to him to see the battle with Baxter, if there will be one. No problem, Niels. No worries. Sorry, I was just reading the Discord for a little bit. Let's see, Randy going a little bit wide after Puan. King is really extending that gap now, 30 seconds. Let's see the pace, yeah. Doing high 11s, and then one high 11 and then 12s for Lucas. And 1 minute 21 seconds behind him, Kevin, who has done his first 12.0 for this stint. still chilling in P5. And I thought I saw a big cloud coming in, but I don't think it's gonna rain anymore this stint. Well, it would be exciting, but I fear not. P6 Dark Monkey, also on an island, but he has a Scorpio right in front of him. There we go. Another lap between them. P8 your Quattro, while Chris is exiting the pits. And where is Baxter? Baxter coming up on Eau Rouge. Chris still has quite the gap on Baxter, 3 seconds. His tires will be a little bit cold. Let's see if Baxter can profit out of that. Seconds, 2.6, 2.5. Chris has a fresher tires, those softs will warm up pretty fast. Chris now extending that gap. And has Kevin right in front of him. Bad that they, well, good for Chris that he came out ahead and now almost 3 seconds ahead. I'd love to have seen another battle. So 30 seconds between the two ERA cars. This gap is still the same as well, 121. We're 2 minutes behind Kevin. Doesn't see gaps anymore in front or behind him. Same for Dark Monkey. Did just put another lap between him and P7. P8 still Euro Quattro. Well, Lucas comes into the pits. Ooh, he has damage. Can we still see that? No, it already happened. Oof. That sucks for Lucas. That is, yeah, that are 40. Yeah, around 43 seconds for Kevin. Oh yeah. Does take new tires. Fix the damage. Doesn't need extra fuel. And let's see how close Kevin can get. Kevin already at the bus stop. Looks is still gonna be ahead by quite a bit, but that gap will be coming down. It was 1 minute and 20 seconds. Lucas on the camel now. And now we'll see that gap drop. About 20 seconds, I would think. Well, next stint is going to be exciting between those two for P3. Final spot on the podium. Seconds while I hear a car sliding to pull on, but I also hear that P1 GTSV 68 are going to have a penalty in the next stint for driving beyond the pit lane and staying on track at the start of the race, so they'll have to make a 1 minute stop and go, which is very painful, but they do have quite the lead, but yeah. ERA will love that. It can make the race quite exciting. But a lead of 3 minutes, yeah, it's quite big. That's what she said. 3. Lucas, 24 seconds now, has a fresher tires over Kevin, so he's extending that gap a little bit by a second now. But the 69 car has something to fight for now. We're closing that gap. But now with the damage from Lucas, gained a whole minute. Let's go over the grid real quick, because I see they're quite close here. Oh, Baxter is still right behind Chris. Chris came ahead of him after the last pit stop by 2 or 3 seconds, but Baxter showing the pace that he can catch him. 2:14.2, 2:13.0, 2:13.5. Knapter or Chris making a small mistake the last lap. 2:15, 2:13.2 before that, and now Chris with another penalty. Baxter can stay close, P9 is his. I think Chris is an easy prey here for Baxter, but I think the fight will continue after the penalty. Chris doesn't lose that much speed, and Baxter gets ahead for now, with Chris right behind him. Let's see if he can stay close. And Chris has damage. Chris has damage as well. Oof. And he comes in to fix it. Comes in to fix that damage. Has a minute on Johnny behind him. So that could be close as well if he takes new tires. We see Lucas lose a minute because of that to fix damage and new tires. Baxter probably happy with that P9 now, and some fresh air, some clean air, and no Chris breathing down his neck. Let's see, where is Johnny Waffle? Still coming down Blanchimont. Chris already driving out of the pits, so it won't be as close together as I thought. But Chris is still touching the grass on the pit exit. Still giving it everything. I love it. So it didn't lose the position, only P9, and still has quite a gap to Johnny Waffle. I see them here quite close together as well. That's Ruler behind Nubers. Ruler with the penalty. Coming to a close of the stint. Yeah, Randy in his final lap then, as we are finishing the stint on lap 51. Quite a clean stint for Randy Moore. Had some rain. Kept it on track, even with the softs. Well, he did go off, but, you know, didn't hit a wall. Didn't go slide everywhere. Pretty decent stint once again. Check if there's anything going on right now. Quite big gaps. This was the smallest one. So Johnny Waffle on 38 seconds from Chris. Chris will probably try to extend that gap as much as he can for the final 7 laps. Randy's last time at the bus stop then. Comes in to finish his stint, and then, as far as I know, Gilles in the next stint will have to wait 1 minute before changing his tires because of the penalty. But with a 3-minute lead, Yore will be happy, but I think GGSV as well, that they have this lead right now to take that penalty. Excuse me. So now King Ears lap 50, still has a lap and a half to go. 1 minute 22 now on his teammate. So taking a good option on P2 or better. But still 5 stints to go after this one. 16, sorry. We're halfway now. King is going for his final lap. Lucas extending the gap on Kevin. Now with the fresher tires, making it back to 30 seconds. Quickly check who Who is in the car for GTSV 69? Oh, look at those guys. It will be Smokey in the car in the 69. And the ERA. Which number is that? Will be finalized. We'll be taking this battle into the next Stint. We're still on P5. Great job. Dark Monkey P6 is same. Guys are driving in an island. On an island. Just driving their pace. No mistakes. Here's almost at the pit. So yeah, a lap and a half behind. Let's see, let's continue. Quattro. At Payme on P7. And lap 48 now. Big islands everywhere here. Settling into position. Trying to make no mistakes. Back's on P9 now. While we see King Ears getting into the pits after his stint. Well done. The 33 of ERA. There we have Chris on P10. By the way, the next stream will be Felipe again on Twitch. Philippe MMN. Same streamer as the previous stint. Johnny Waffle P11. Can't quite close that gap to Chris with the older tires, and now has Dark Monkey right on his heels. Still doing a great job, also on an island, doing his pace. And Matze on P12, second Noordlichter car. While Lucas comes in as well. Good job. Well done. P3 with Kevin. 30 seconds on the road. And that battle will hopefully continue in the next stint. And where was I? Still had to show Noobers in the AMG. Still closing that gap to Matze. 109. It was 130 at some point distance. So slow but steady. Just keep it on the grey stuff and you'll get there. Well, Kevin comes in as well, and there he goes. Good job, buddy. And the next one is Ruler, also already in his final lap on the Camel. Minutes behind Kevin, and 1 minute and a half before we're in front of Dark Monkey Two cars driving close to each other. Dark Monkey right ahead of Johnny Waffle. Ruler driving up to Blanchimont for the last time this stint. As far as I know, no mistakes. Just drove his pace and all that on a controller. I could never. Good job, Ruler. Well done. Dark Monkey also in his final lap now. Scorpio is still a lap behind. Let's give some screen time to Dark Monkey. Going through Pouan. Let's try to listen to that lovely turbo sound last time. Phew. Through Blanchimont. Sliding through the bus stop onto his pit stop. Well done, Dark Monkey. Good stint. And then will Scorpio may get a whole lap of screen time. Unless there are any battles though. Quite big gaps between them. Chris managing to close the gap a little bit to Baxter with his fresher tires. Yeah. So that will also be a fight to watch in the next stint. 23 seconds between them. And don't count out Johnny Waffle. 54 seconds behind. A bigger gap, but Mats on P12. Maneuvers on P13 was getting the blue flag for Baxter, sorry. Apparently, Gilles, the driver of the GTSV 68, who's driving the next stint, had wheel issues, and that's why, in some way, he didn't make it to the pits in his out lap. So yeah, shit happens. Scorpio. Ooh, sliding through the bus stop, touching the grass, but keeps it on track. Good job, my man. Into the pits. And Euro Quattro of Noller Racing. A minute and a half behind. Also in his final lap. Front tires still decent, but those rears. Scorpio did finish the race on the mediums. How do those look? Yeah, not bad, but yeah, they're mediums. Let's see, Baxter starting lap 50 now, with Chris diving under the 20 seconds. And it's a 1 minute gap to Johnny Waffle. Quattro. Trou blanchiment. There he goes. Well done. And the next one is Baxter, who's still on lap 50. Chris also in lap 50. Johnny Waffle lap 49. Matza lap 47. Nuber's also lap 47. Minutes behind the leader. Baxter starting his final lap. And again he has to look into his mirrors. Or almost has to look into his mirrors. For Chris, who is getting closer and closer now. He's trying to make up as much time as he can for that damage. Kevin. Goed aan, man. GG. We got lucky though with the damage of Lucas. Gained about a minute. Merci, merci. Of Baxter really dying. I think he'll be happy if he reaches the pit. When he reaches the pit, I can't talk anymore. It's 4:30. So it will be a fight to watch. Next stint, let me just see. Baxter is off team. Silverhawk Racing, the 24. I don't see them right here. It will be Netzer into the next stint. Now Baxter getting to the pits, well done. It's Chris fast lane number 12. And I suppose Killbear will get into his seat in the next stint. Well done, Chris. And Mr. Johnny Waffle also in his last lap. Also, let's not forget to mention the fastest lap of this stint, to 11.066 by Kevin. Here comes Johnny Waffle into the pits. Well done, Johnny. And we still have the sound kind of disappeared for a moment there, but oh well. We still have the Porsche of Matze getting a penalty on top of Eau Rouge. Joined the club. And Nubers, who has gone off apparently with a penalty as well. What happened to Nubers? Front tires are dying. It's an understeering boat, and oh, there he goes. Oh, that sucks to get damage on lap 49. That's too bad, man. Just 2 more laps. Penalty for Nubers. Rouge really taking victims tonight. Definitely with this wind, it's pretty tough. Matze starting his final lap. Stick with him. Come on, GT7, don't cut out the sound. There you go. Ready for his final lap, sadly with damage. That mistake in the previous one. So for now, on to the bus stop for Blanchiment, and then the bus stop for the final time. And all that progress that Nubers made against Matze, he gained about 20, maybe 30 seconds distant. Well, maybe 20. And now, because of that crash, it's back to 1 minute 25. Matze into the pits. Well done. And Nubers. Yeah, lost a lot of time. In lap 49 to 33. There he comes, Nubers through the bus stop. Very well done. And there we go. Everyone finished their stint, or stint 6. And I would invite you all to go watch Felipe's stream on Twitch of stint 7. As will I. Well, I will get into bed because I can sleep about 4 hours before warming up and driving stint 10. So I will see you all then. And for the people that are gonna keep watching through the night and are gonna watch later on today, have fun and enjoy the race while everyone finishes their stint. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.